Let's jam. Welcome. A very special episode. We're popping Dev's cherry.
I'm here.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Brought to you by Blue Chew.
20% off, ladies and gentlemen.
Zin.
Yeah, it's a combo. It's nicotine and DD. Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's good. Gotta better copyright that.
Hell yeah. That's the plan. Let me turn Dev up real quick, just a hair. Gucci. Okay. All right. We pan out over a winding river valley, past dairy and pasture. Large crenellated towers, stout and weathered like aged corks, rising above modest houses on the slopes of the winding river valley. Had I already said that? Bad typo. Sentries in these towers, sipping from hidden flasks and puffing on tobacco or lay leaf away from the prying eyes of their sergeants and watch captains. Despite the cold, they swelter under the glare of the moon and the eerie air of the Ustalavian moors. On the banks of the river itself is the town proper. Stone buildings connected by dirty, cobbled streets. Single-family tenements surrounded by fences of brick and wrought iron. Angry branches with no leaves cast twisted shadows onto the passers-by. Crowds gathered on the street, marching lazily up a sloped drive, past tall mansions of wealthy estates, whose own sentries prowl the grounds outside. They head upward, towards a large and well-lit manse at the end of the drive. Members of the crowd dressed in finery, with intricate masks on, sharing wine, smoke, snorts, laughing, reveling. Higher than all of this, to the west, like the Grey Lady she represents, the great Cathedral Velenstair, with its unfeeling granite blocks, tiled shingles, and sharp, pointed gables, watches over them all. Caption at the bottom of the frame reads, Courtaud, 12 years ago. Each of you are amongst the crowd, some 30 strong, having just received your invitations from the noble lord Arno Caelwen to his legendary masquerade ball. One moment. Okay. All right. We I'm gonna describe everybody. We'll go one at a time. Who are you? What brought you to the town? Describe yourself and describe the ornate masquerade mask that you're wearing. We'll start with Josh.
What brought me to this town?
Good question. Tell me.
Oh, okay. That wasn't like something. I came to this town in search of a teacher. Someone who could discreetly teach me how to read without telling my holy constituents that I am unable to read, and I've just been memorizing all the verses from my God's book. The mask I'm wearing, it's gold and black. Gold background with like black swirls going down it. And the swirls come off the holy symbol that I represent that's in the center of my head. The deity. Which was, who was it?
Yomade.
Yomade. And I'm here just looking for that individual who will help me.
Very nice. How about you, Dev?
So why am I at this ball? It's a masquerade, right? So I am here because I am playing music in the masquerade. I am playing my fancy hurdy-gurdy that I received in my noble family as a hand-me-down. And my mask is very similar to my head. It's contoured very close to my head. It's a white mask, very Phantom of the Opera-y. And it's it's just, it almost looks like I'm not wearing a mask, but it's like one of those ones where it's like a mask on your head. And I also have an insignia on mine for the goddess of death, the peaceful goddess of death, the neutral goddess. Her name is Pharasma. She's the Lady of the Graves.
Very nice. We'll just pretend you two just bumped into one another, so you can introduce yourself to him, Josh.
Excuse me, hello. Sir Thotamor here. Quite an instrument you have there.
Sir Thotamor, nice to meet you. I am Kael Grimmoor, and this is my hurdy-gurdy. Have you ever heard the instrument?
I've never seen anything like that before.
Yes, it's... Go ahead.
Does your hurdy-gurdy have a name? Sorry.
I was just thinking... yes. I named my hurdy-gurdy after a significant person in my life, Jova.
Nice.
And I named my hurdy-gurdy after it. Jova.
Interesting. Is it somebody in your current life or in your past?
It's in my past. It is a significant event occurred in my life that brought me to play this instrument, and it caused it caused me to love the instrument, and so I decided to name it after this significant event.
Interesting. Significant event, you say?
Well, we'll do that in the main campaign.
Okay.
So we spoil too much.
Alright, fair enough.
We have both you guys go ahead and make a knowledge local roll for me, but before we do that, I should have tested this earlier. Dev, can you see the 4th level version of your character sheet?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and use that one for now.
Okay. What do I do? I go...
On the skills, which is like on the right of the main page, just scroll down till you find knowledge local and click the word. And then we have like rolling dice enabled, so you'll have to just like click on the screen.
Okay, so just click knowledge local,
yeah,
roll skill.
It might ask for a modifier or something. Just hit enter. You don't have to put anything in. Nice, first roll ever, and he crits. God bless. Like
I know nothing.
Like D&D,
I know a lot.
And like Baldur's Gate, which I know you played, a natural 1 is always a failure. And then a natural 20 is always a success. In combat, it is a critical, kind of. We'll get to that if we get to that.
Sure.
Anyway, sticking with the local theme. It's pretty rare, at least from what you've been able to gather, your time here the past few days, and your invitation to this here party. It's very rare that the squabbling nobles of Ustalav ever let the common rabble into their parties and estates. And in particular, it's rumored that these very, very fancy, very high-end parties that Lord Caelwen hosts, commoners who attend are never seen again. At least, that's what the story on the street is. Do with that what you will.
I know nothing.
Yeah, and he's just like,
Hurdy-gurdy,
named Jova.
I don't even know how I got here.
So, yeah, so we're just out front right now of the masquerade. We're talking. I am knowledgeable based on my role, I'm assuming, in what's going on around here.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the way local works is it's kind of like scuttlebutt plus, you're just picking up things that are being overheard in the crowd if you are in one. So,
Sure.
there's whispers of like they say they never come back from those parties.
I see. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just say, the people, in these masquerades, there's, fancy dinners. There's many people of all parts of nobility as well as some commoners. But with the commoners disappearing, it seems that maybe it's on part of the nobles taking advantage of the commoners that they're disappearing. And me being a noble, I am somewhat aware of kind of what's occurring. And so I'm gonna turn to I forgot Josh's character's name.
Thotamor.
Sir Thotamor.
Sir Thotamor. And say, have you ever been to a masquerade like this before?
No, never. This is my first time attending.
Okay.
I heard there's food.
There's plenty of food for everybody. I would, I appreciate you making your acquaintance to me, and because you did, I'm going to suggest that you don't eat the food. Because there may be some things in the food that will not be conducive to you being alive if you eat the food for a commoner, even though it may look very appealing to you.
I'm scratching my head. I said, don't
He said,
eat the food.
he said conducive. Make an intelligence check, Josh.
Conducive. Don't eat the food.
Did you even roll?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead and take 1 point of non-lethal damage.
Me?
The multi-syllabic words hurt your brain.
Oh, don't eat the food. Okay. All right.
Don't eat the food.
I think I understand. Okay. Man, I was really looking forward to the food.
But do you enjoy the music? And do not stay the night at the masquerade. Whatever you do.
What if there's a pretty girl?
Even if there's a pretty girl, that's even worse case. That's a no-go. It's not good for you.
Okay. I appreciate your advice.
I'm just trying to save you some time and some life here.
I appreciate the advice.
Speaking of pretty women...
Are you from around here?
Never mind.
I'm not from around here originally. However, I am a noble, and I am familiar with what occurs in this city being a noble of my status.
Okay. All right, well, maybe if I run into any trouble, is it okay if I come back to you?
Yes.
Because I don't know anybody here, and you're the first person I've met.
Yes, and I will be here to help you, and I appreciate you coming and making conversation with me in my lonesome, because I typically don't have people come and talk to me.
Wholesome. Anyway, a few rows back in the crowd from you guys. Well, maybe I should describe before I do this. As you're walking up to the house itself, you see this very ornate front porch, big enough to accommodate maybe 4 or 5 people at once, and there are several servants outside ushering people towards the 2 front doors that enter the coat room, including what looks like the head butler, but we'll come back to that momentarily. A few rows in the crowd behind you guys, a pretty dark-haired woman will say, "Have you spotted him yet, Tomin?"
I have not.
Go ahead and roll perception. +2. He was waving his hurdy-gurdy around.
Me?
No, just Jared and myself. In this case. 16 for you, and 8. So, let's see. Yeah, you see him like stowing the hurdy-gurdy back over his shoulder.
Oh, there he is with his hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, yes, I see. Next to the strapping urine-colored tiefling knight man thing with the horns. Go ahead and
Yeah,
describe
what a handsome guy.
describe your whatever mask you're wearing.
My mask is ornate, as you described, with one side is the moon and one side is the sun, and it's kind of like a yin yang. After my favorite bard, the Yin Yang twins.
That is a good one. All right, and you are standing next to a dark-haired Parisian woman in a dark black dress, wearing like those long aristocrat-like gloves from the Victorian era that go all the way up past her elbow. And she is wearing a mask that's a hag, so it's like got the cartoonish, pointed nose with the wart on it, the hairy eyebrows, etc. But it too is made of like an ornate, almost gold-like substance. And I figure I might as well just show you guys what you all look like, right?
Yeah, I just posted a picture of me in general.
Would be Tomin. Kael. Thotamor. And what Lana looks like.
Got yellow eyes like my daddy's eyes.
All right, just so you guys can see. Okay. Alana will say to you, Tomin, she'll be like, well, you'd best go make pleasant conversation then. Do lead the way.
After you, my lady.
Very well. She curtsies and walks forward and unsubtly elbows Kael in the back as though like walking through him and goes, oh, I'm terribly sorry. Oh, that is a very interesting looking instrument. What on earth is that? What on Galarian is that? There's no earth.
Oh, Madame, pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Kael Grimmoor, and this is my hurdy-gurdy.
Ah, a gentleman, I see. I'm Lady Ilana Morrigan, and this is my esteemed
Tomin.
bodyguard, Tomin, as he said, and Hagman, etc.
And I reach out to shake his hand.
And I shake his hand back.
What is your name, knight?
Who me? I'm like not looking her in the eyes. Like don't want to look at her. I'm like Thotamor, Sir Thotamor.
Ah, a pleasure. I take it from the sword inscribed on your mask, you revere Lady Justice.
Oh yes, of course.
Noble cause, no less. Are you a crusader passing through, or are you from Ustalav?
Oh, I'm just passing through. Looking for just looking for, to have some fun, meet some people. And like I'm definitely afraid to tell her too much more.
Okay.
I'm looking at Kael as I'm like kind of as
I'd
I'm
like to
talking,
roll
like,
a sense motive on this gentleman.
You may do so.
I don't trust her. She's too pretty.
Yeah. Who's he sensing motive on, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine, at least with the 24, Jared, you're able to, like, glean that it's not so much that he doesn't trust her as he doesn't trust himself, because, yeah, she's just too pretty. He's a lowborn, essentially half demon. It's a lot more complicated than that, but
Why is she talking to me?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like intervene and just make, use some of my knowledge of the area. So can I do basically? Let me see here. I guess I already did the knowledge local, but
It's not like limits on stuff, so if you want,
okay.
within reason, there are sometimes, but for the most part, not really.
Yeah, so I'll turn to the lady and say, that Totem is with me, that we came in together. I'll say, lady, this is Totem. He is my acquaintance as well.
But
Thotamor. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Thotamor, thank you. Thotamor is with me, and I am here to help. Walk him. He is walking with me, and we are friends. I will say this is my friend, Thotamor.
I come close to Thotamor and just grab him on his shoulder plate and I say, "Calm down, big fella. She's just trying to make conversation."
There's just like a sense of relief that overcomes me. Especially when Kael says I'm there with him, because I was basically alone. Didn't know anybody.
Oh, can you play any tunes on that?
I can. Can I do like a knowledge, like can I do like a, I was gonna say a history check, but my history doesn't look that great here.
what are you trying to do? We'll find you a role, basically.
Sure. Yeah, so I want to use my knowledge of this woman, possibly, to see if I can understand more about her.
Okay, that would probably be nobility. That knowledge nobility would be the easier one.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll try that. Sure. So should I roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
15. Well, she's not from around here that you know of. Not from Caliphus either, where you're from, but you've definitely seen her in court, and you've heard the name Morrigan before. So something to do with the eastern counties.
Okay.
Maybe Varno or somewhere like that, far off. Lovecraft country, basically.
Okay, so I will look at her. I will look at the gentleman, and I will play a tune on my hurdy-gurdy, with emphasis on the music coming from an area where she is from, for her to make her happy.
Go ahead and roll perform.
Okay.
Nice.
Holy shit.
So yeah, bang it out,
Yeah, we bang out a hurdy-gurdy tune.
Righteous. She is pleasantly surprised, kind of blushes a little bit.
Right on.
I'm clapping my foot to the rhythm. And once he's done, I come up to him. I say, "Do you notice the mask?"
The mask, yes. The great bard, Yin Yang. I'm very familiar with Yin Yang the bard.
Yeah.
I've actually met him in a tavern once. Very, very,
Yeah,
very good artist.
I just saw them in Danasong Tavern. Yeah. Crazy night. Actually ended up with 2 wenches that night.
Awesome. It's very, very good. Many pints, I'm sure, were flowing to the great Yin Yang. And The ballads of Yin Yang.
Yeah. You could say it was pretty epic. Question. Do you shave that, or were you born like that?
Yeah, I was born like that. Just hair just doesn't like me. A lot of living things don't like me. So
It's everywhere then.
yeah, it's pretty much everywhere. I got no hair, none.
Sleek gentleman, I like that. I'll have to. What do you call yourself?
Yes, my name's Kael Grimmoor.
Do you have like a stage name?
No, you could just call me Kael. You could just call me Grimmoor. I don't have a stage name.
Do you have any merch?
I do not, but if you like my music, you can pay me in the moment.
Have any gold?
Sure. So you got like 100 on you.
I'll pull out 5 gold pieces and say, "Well done, Bard." And I'll give him a handful of 5 gold.
I will take the money and I will tip my hat to him essentially, and I will say thank you.
One day they'll revel over you as they do the Yin Yang twins.
Any bard would love to aspire to be the Yin Yang twin bards.
All right, everybody, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Okay.
Oh, almost busted out the veil in perception.
Yeah.
Get a 96.
Oh my. For a moment, and for different reasons, Thotamor and Ilana are both desperately trying not to look at one another, so they don't quite catch it in the beginning, but Kael and Tomin, you both see off to the southwest on the horizon a pale blue and green flash, almost like a tremendous explosion. Looks like a leering skull, even what has to be hundreds of miles away. Shielding your eyes or looking away, when you look back, even after a few moments, it lingers. This mushroom-shaped cloud leaving a greasy wheel in the night sky. Go and roll geography for me as well. Now the crowd sees this.
All of us, or just you saw it?
Yeah, everybody. Now the it's just to like catch it as it happened. The perception roll. Obviously, you two know what that is, but
I know what that is.
you were there.
Oh yeah.
You did it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so this is that night?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's cool.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah.
So Kael, Tomin, and Ilana, all three of you are like, oh god, so that's out near Ravensgrove or Clover's Crossing or something. Nah. I think the two of you both are like they're like, yeah, that's Clover's Crossing. Like, no doubt in your mind. As the crowd is starting to just like absolutely freak out, like people are like, you hear someone like, it's the wrath of the gods! Aradin's returned! No, it's the tyrant, he must be free! Where else could they get that kind of power? We're all gonna die! And so on.
Sure.
Everybody who wants to try to calm the crowd down can roll either diplomacy or performance if you feel like it. Not. Welcome.
I'll roll more.
All right.
Everyone remain calm. I am a paladin. Keeper of the light.
Yes, let's all listen to a tune and.
I will say, here, my fellow partygoers, relax and listen to my famous hurdy-gurdy Jova, and I will play my instrument for the group.
Nice. It is successful. As well as the authoritative "I am the law" out of Sir Thotamor. It's everyone kind of is like, oh.
I give him a little pat on the shoulder.
Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
It's like it's like smacking someone in the face when they're in shock, and then like now the real doctor's here. Yeah, after a few moments, sort of calm, although eerily, the mushroom cloud can still be seen, with flashes of corpusant or like white lightning throughout, and not far away. We shall fast forward briefly, just for the sake of time. Normally we don't do this, but things have calmed down. You guys approach, sitting in front of the double doors that lead inside the mansion is a man who, despite the finery he's wearing, is almost certainly one of the help. He's balding but not bald, with a very obvious double chin, a rounded soft belly, and a musty, strange, unidentifiable odor about him. It's like if you accidentally leave your laundry in the washing machine for a day or two.
Ooh.
Kind of mildewy must.
We all know that. We all know that smell.
Good evening, ma'am. Sirs, might I see your invitations? You all have on you.
Yep.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, I show him the invitation. I say, "Here you are, sir."
Ah,
You guys
splendid.
smell that?
He gets very self-conscious immediately.
Yeah. What does that smell? It came up as soon as you walked over here.
I don't positively know what you're talking about.
Lift your arm.
I would prefer not to, sir. And Alana will say, like, please don't make him. We're embarrassing the man. Shall we proceed inside? My strapping young escorts. Sorry. Yes, please proceed to the dining room inside, if you would be so kind.
Just trying to make sure he didn't have some kind of like poisonous gas with him or something. I'm trying to protect you.
I understand. I think we're okay, thank you. Sorry, you guys are in front of the wrong doorway here.
We're south. Yep.
Yeah, you're heading to the right as the dining room. I did not have time to populate this room full of various NPCs, but just imagine in the theater of the mind that there are a lot of partygoers mingling, reveling, wearing their little masks and such. So the entrance to the elaborate wooden staircase in front of you is blocked by thick velvet ropes, while tables all around the room hold hors d'oeuvres, flutes of champagne, and fine Chilaxian wine. After a few minutes, a man emerges from the top of the staircase. He's dressed in deep emerald silk clothes. So it's a suit, but he has a nice cloak or cape attached with it. They're lined in gold trim. His head, he's wearing a very ornate gold and brass minotaur mask. And when he finally removes it, you all recognize, at least from description, the host and the man of honor, Lord Arno Caelwen himself. Looking absolutely regal, he beams at you with a near perfect smile. We're gonna go ahead and roll perception for me. Oh. Tomin with the Valen roll again, I see.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, 22, 28, 14, 14. Strange. He doesn't look a day over 50. Which, everybody go ahead and roll local. Very, very handsome nobleman. But ignore that. It's local. Oh, better. Let's see. Alana, Tomin, Kael, you guys think that's very odd because he's supposed to be approaching 80. Additionally, Tomin and Sir Thotamor, two of you, also notice that several other members of the city's nobility are here, dressed in similar themed clothing, at least like green and gold. Behind you guys, the servants gently shut the doors and are generally tucking themselves into corners out of sight. They're still there, but trying not to be noticed. Lord Caelwen will say, "Now, ladies and gentlemen, I bid thee welcome into mine house. Surely you must be positively famished by now. I know I am. If you would follow my lead servant James into the dining room, he'll get this perfunctory dinner out of the way and get the real party started, if you know what I mean." Which there's a bunch of revelry and, yeah, all right. Everyone sort of starts filing into the dining room. Kael and Tomin, both of you guys roll sense motive. Again, yeah. We'll do sense motive.
One second, I'm looking for it.
You're good. It's in alphabetical order if it helps.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gets everybody the first time. Yeah, all three of you, the two gentlemen and Lady Alana, like, is really weird because he doesn't even look older than 30.
Hmm.
And this guy's got good genes.
I'm gonna just go ahead and tap them on the shoulder, both of them, and be like, "Don't eat the food. Just remember what we discussed. Don't eat the food."
She'll say,
Yeah, something doesn't seem right here.
quite. But, you know, as they say, you've got to go along to get along. Shall we? I feel confident. 4 of us will persist.
All right. Let's head on in.
Other way. Thotamor, over here. Here, boy. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. The servants, again, close the doors gently, taking care not to get any dirt or dust out of the way, other than the doors to the kitchen, which are a bit out of sight in the hallway, behind where the woman with the broom is standing. So to the left over there. Several enter from the kitchen itself, carrying pitchers of wine, water, steaming trays of all manner of delicacy. As the servants pour wine in each of your glasses and then gently walk away, Ilana kind of like does this over each of them. And her hand is very subtly glowing with a reddish orange sort of color. Roll Arcana if you want. If you have it. Trained, that is, if you have a rank in it. Tomin, you would know what she's doing. So Kael, you're pretty sure she's casting detect poison. So she's just making sure that it's on the level. And she looks rankled at the food, but not the wine. And she's like, well, this is safe to drink at least. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
I fake like I drink it and I spill it all over myself.
Nice.
To health, wealth, and success in all of our endeavors.
Here, here.
A square-jawed, crooked-nosed man next to you, Tomin, is gonna be like, here, I hear that. Goes back.
Your name, good sir?
I'm Nico Voldine. You can roll local for that.
All of us, or just him?
Anyone paying attention. Well, makes sense. Sir Thotamor's not from around here. Tomin and Kael, you guys recognize the name. He's a somewhat famous boxer from Tamravenna, infamous on the underground orc fighting circuit. Just all the rage over there.
Oh, I've heard of you. I don't want to stick and move with you.
Oh, I've gone to fat. He like pats his belly a couple times and he's like, as you can see, are you gonna eat that? And he just starts taking your plates. Thanks, appreciate it. Another. What's your name, good sirs and lady?
The name's Tomin, but you can call me Tom.
Yes, I am Kael Grimmoor.
I'm Thotamor. Nice to see a fellow brother here.
He gets a blank look for a moment, like he's like spaced out, looking far away. And someone else toasts off to your left, and he just turns and goes, Here, I'll drink to that. Almost as if he completely forgot what just happened. Totally not inspired by Tito Ortiz at all.
AT.
Go ahead and roll perception. Ooh. At the far end of the table, we'll just call him the guy on the right, over here. I move toward ping. See a rugged but shabby-looking man with long blonde hair and a dark green worn coat, who is looking around with a raised eyebrow. There's a sort of palpable aura of anger about him. And you hear him saying, something doesn't smell right here. And he gets up and walks out of the room.
I just I got my crossbows holster, and I just got one hand on one of them.
He gives you the up down as he walks past, but otherwise leaves without incident.
I just gotta let him know I keep that motherfucking dang on me, dude.
Respect. me see who rolled what. Let's see if there's anything else out of that. Kael, I'd say with a 17, you would notice, and Alana does too, although she doesn't mention, that his irises are a very bright yellow, like a religion.
Sure. Yeah.
Kael's the only one that notices that?
Alana did too. She's gonna
Okay.
elect not to say anything.
So I'll turn to. I can kind of sense Alana knows what's going on, and then I'll turn to the other two guys and I'll say his eyes were glowing like that.
Not glowing. They're
okay.
They're like a deep amber color, which is not very natural for someone like that.
Sure.
So you can roll knowledge religion if you want.
Okay.
Or local, it's up to you. Oh yeah, 17. They say that people cursed with a touch of lycanthropy have those pale, too deep yellow eyes. That might go a ways to explain the "don't touch me" vibe that he was giving off as he walked out of the room. And she'll kind of like lock eyes with you for a moment and just be like, I saw that.
Yeah, and I make eye contact with her, like eyes open, like you saw what I saw kind of thing, in agreement. And then I'll lean over to who am I sitting next to?
I got you next to Sir Thotamor.
I'll lean over to him and I'll just say, the gentleman who just walked out's eyes were bloodshot like that of a worgen, of a werewolf of some kind. Just be on your guard. I'm gonna just let him know.
Good eye, Kael. Good eye. We need to keep watch of our surroundings in here. I don't feel safe.
Forgot to play the other music, sorry boys.
And I really want to eat this food.
Don't eat the food.
It looks so good.
Again, my good friend, don't eat the food.
Okay. We'll say, kind of hand wave again, we'll say it's been 20 or so more minutes. All of a sudden, the first guest at the end of the table straightens for a moment and falls face first. There's a bit of chittering and alarm, and almost like dominoes, each of them starts to just Alana will make a very obvious scene and like hold her head and be like, oh dear, we're all so ill, whatever will we do? And like gently lays down.
Yeah, I make notice of her. I'll use a perception roll here, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna. You don't have to. Generally, I'll prompt you for like passive perception stuff.
Sure.
You don't really like use rolls in combat. Not that it matters.
Gotcha. So I'll also proceed to feign death under the table, essentially.
Nice. Yeah, everybody go ahead and roll perception while we're at it. Who noticed the other nobles in the crowd before? That was Tomin, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. The rest of you notice that servants appear. Oh, I should have her roll too. eerily calm, despite the what would be a very alarming situation, and continue kind of like, you know, they're like picking broken dishes up off the floor and like sweeping away spoiled food and all that hit the ground. Tomin, as you look around and take stock of who's in here, you realize none of the green-robed people with the gold trim or none of the other city nobles are in the room. Just a thought to hold on to. You guys go ahead and I'll roll bluff as well, just to see how well you sell this.
Whoa. Oh, there it is.
Team. A couple things are going to happen all at once. For whatever reason, surprise, Ilana and Kael's swan dive didn't quite work out. He didn't really sell it that well. The other two did. The servants will turn their attention towards the two of them. One will point, and at the same time that's happening, in unison, each of the shutters on the outside of the house are closed from the outside. Dum, 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 dum. And simultaneously, as the servant snaps his fingers, all of the candle flames in the room are snuffed out. It is pitch black inside. Two of you have dark vision. So, hold on one second. Sure. Okay. Let's do Peruvian Village with me. Ilana can see the servant walking towards her, as can Sir Thotamor, as they all kind of converge inward. Thotamor, go ahead and roll perception, and she will roll as well.
I'd like to stealth.
Absolutely may do that also. Nice call. Right, hold on one second. Oh yeah. The servants, I'm just gonna take all the crowd NPCs out of the room here. Just make it easy. The servants are not actually people. I will show you what they actually look like momentarily.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Yeah, you can click. I filled all the spells in, so you can click each of them, and it'll give you detailed description and stuff.
All right.
Or you can open the sprocket and see it that way.
Out of character, I'm not supposed to have any spells, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes,
make sure.
they are not people. They are ghouls. And they have dropped their human disguise in the dark. The four of them converge over towards the four of you. We put them back on the map very quickly. This one. God, why is that size? Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it the easy way. Who doesn't have a token? All right. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Dev, make sure you click on your character token first, and then click initiative on your sheet, and you'll see there's a tracker. I just need to go ahead and pose that stealth roll real quick. Well, so what did you get? Stealth 14.
How? Sorry.
Initiative's in the top center. Black box.
I think it does it say initiative or does it say init?
It says init and then
Init.
initiative.
It's like
below.
under your health on the first page, Dev. Underneath the damage reduction box, you'll see a little box that says init initiative.
Is it on my character sheet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, on the main screen.
Yeah. Okay. Initiative. Got it. Thank you.
That's intelligence.
Oh
To
yeah.
the right of that.
To the right of
Just
that.
to the
but
right of that.
go ahead and click your token though
Here,
on the map,
I'll show you.
so it'll.
Thank you. I got it. I hit intellect, didn't I?
Yeah.
Got
There
it.
you go. All right, so
Well, I'm still sending this because I took the time to do the snippet.
good man.
Thank you.
Oh, you're just stunting with your 8 fucking initiative. All right. Hold on one sec. So, ooh, 1. Ooh, 2. Ooh, 3. Ooh, 4. I'm just gonna do this fast. 6. Correct die. 6. 4. And
Is their
9.
initiative?
Yeah, this is their initiatives. 9. Okay, so it was in alphabetical order. 14, 12, 10, 9, 6, 6, 4. Alright. And sorry, so I gotta do the stealth thingy, right? Oh, that is a natural 18. Alright, so he is not stealth. Or they at least recognize your attempt to, like, blend in with the chair, whatever you were doing. Kael, you are the first one up.
I'm gonna play my instrument.
Hell yeah. What are you gonna do? What particular performance?
I want. So there's still dead bodies in the room, or are they all undead?
They are unconscious, other than the ghouls who are undead.
Okay. Can I use Dance of the Dead on the ghouls?
Good question. Let's find out. Clicked the wrong shit. Well, there are no skeletons or zombies in here.
Okay, so they're not that type of undead. All right, so given that, let me.
Also, your 4th level character does not have Dance of the Dead yet.
Got it. Okay, good to know.
I don't think. This is a Dirge Bard feature.
I am gonna use. Let's use Gallant Inspiration on Thotamor. Can I do that?
It's like it's a reaction type thing, so he has to fail a roll for it to take effect.
Okay.
But you can actually cast it when it's not your turn, so
Okay, so don't worry about that then.
yeah, that's one of like the rare spells. Generally, I didn't give you the preamble here yet, but generally speaking, you get 4 actions in combat. You get a standard action, which would be to attack or cast a spell that has a cast time of 1 standard action or longer.
Mm-hmm.
A move action, which sometimes can do other things like draw weapons or allow you to stealth, let's say, on certain characters. I think you might even be able to start one of your performances with a move action later as a bard. You get what's called a swift action, which the ability will tell you if that's what it is, and then you get a free action. Generally speaking, you get those 4 every turn. And you don't have to like super hard remember that. We'll be able to remind you, but
sure.
So you can move or do your standard in any order, and if you're gonna move, it has to be one straight line, like unbroken. It's not like Baldur's Gate where you can kind of
zigzag.
Yeah, sure. Exactly.
All right, then I'll pull my weapon out then. I'll unsheath my rapier.
Okay, that's just a move action to draw.
Okay.
You can, as a standard, you could do Inspire Courage as a performance and get that rolling.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
What do I do?
So all you have to do, I made it a buff on each of your sheets. So under the Pathfinder logo on your character sheet, click Conditions and Buffs, and down at the bottom it says Inspire Courage. You just hit the box.
It goes for all of us.
Anyone who wants to take it can take it. Has no penalties. Just more damage, more to hit.
So I go to buffs?
Yeah.
And then Inspire Courage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just click the little tick box. And sorry, I didn't mean to have it expanded like that. So you just click that right there. And you see your stats changed and all that. And that's pretty much your turn.
Okay. Thanks.
Right on. Tomin. Tomin Wick. You're up.
So it's not a swift action to pull my crossbows?
No, it's a move action to draw a weapon. Unless you have quick draw. In which case, I don't remember if I put that on the sheet or not.
Pulling the crossbows. Lady, get down. I must protect them.
Gotcha. She nods affirmatively.
And I will fire at this one.
All right, it is pitch black, and you don't have dark vision, so there is a 20% miss chance. So go ahead and you can click the attack, and then
which one's the dual wheel one? 2W?
Let's see. Yes, the first one. Yeah. You gotta click it twice though. Or no. Is it only rolling one to hit attack? Whatever.
Oh, it's rolling the offhand. The offhand is the is
the actual hit. Okay, never mind. Alright. So that is 21 and a 17. Both of those are gonna hit. If you do this, so go ahead and roll 1d20 twice, and if it's above 20, you're able to hit. If not, fucking darkness, man. Oh, okay. First one does not hit, just very narrowly, like.
You said if it's above 20?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's bad, unfortunately. Oh no!
They're above 20.
No, I'm sorry.
Combined above 20.
No. Sorry. Roll 2 1d100s. My bad. Disregard that. I'm fucking dumb.
It's like, damn, he's gonna have to roll fucking 2 perfect rolls.
Yeah, no. Okay, so. Wow, okay, the first one does miss. Go ahead, roll 1d100 again. All right, second one hits though for 10 points of damage. He's struck and looks very bad.
This one over here?
The one to the very left in the top, yeah.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Is that, you just left click to click it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just show
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So he's like... You all hear the wet thwack as it lands in its throat. All right. So Thotamor, Who can see in the dark?
Okay. I'm gonna draw my weapon, which I guess is my move action, right?
Yeah.
My two-handed mace, and I'm gonna cast.
Well, it's like a one-hander. You pull the shield and the mace together.
Oh.
You have an option. You have a buckler, so you can use the mace two-handed for like a stronger attack, but you lose your AC temporarily. You lose the shield AC for one turn doing that.
I see.
But you hit like a truck. So just really quick, just for shits, because you're on stream. Go ahead. Yeah. Now imagine. Just look at that shit. Pretty crazy. Okay. Anyway, I would not burn a Smite Evil charge here, but probably definitely worth using power attack. Up to you though. Your call.
I don't think I can get to them and attack though if I use my move action picking up my weapon though, right?
Not yet. Yeah. Correct.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my weapon out and I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil on Kael.
Oh, nice. I don't have that set up as a buff. Let me just add it to him real quick. I'm just gonna give you +2 AC and some other bonuses for right now.
Okay.
And as I cast Protection of Evil, I say some words that are indescribable that I've obviously remembered because I couldn't read it from the book. As I am unable to read.
I love that you're basically Nick Cannon's character from Drumline. Dev, if you look on your sheet here to the left on the main screen, where it says AC under like strength, dex, con, all that jazz. That's armor class. The same as in Baldur's Gate, you know. Your attacks against you are opposed by your armor class. So if they're at right now it's 17 from the buff. So if one of the enemies rolls 17 or higher, it hits. If they roll 16 and below, it misses.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward. The other two to the right of that, touch AC is a special kind of attack that it's things that can ignore armor, certain spells, for instance, and then flat-footed. We don't have to worry about it. It's generally the first round of combat or a couple other really unique situations. What that means is you're part of the formula for how your AC is calculated is it has your dex bonus if you have a dex bonus. Being flat-footed is your AC without that dex bonus. It's not important, just
in case. Okay.
Just in case, yeah. Okay. That'll do it for you, Josh?
Yeah. I think that's it. I don't have any more actions left.
Okay.
My footstep.
The school over here, not first round of combat. Let's see. This school over here is going to just straight up run at and ineffectually probably take a swing at Tomin. 1d20 plus 3. Attempt to bite and swing both claws. Does a 5 hit, good sir?
It does not.
Bite misses. Oh, that one looks like it does. And that is 1d6 plus 1, and then you need to make a fort save. DC 13. Easy day, my friend. Oh, he's
I'm living
clean.
life on the edge.
He's out.
Is that a 1 or a 7?
No,
13.
13. So
It's
a 7 on the die, but yeah, it gets the bonus too. So
plus 6.
1d6 plus 1 damage. Oof, that is 6 points of damage, unfortunately. But you are otherwise okay. Everybody, go ahead and roll religion for me. 3. Tomin, you know pretty much right away. Ghouls are undead corpse eaters, right? They're filthy, vile creatures. Their touch is said to paralyze, and their stench leave you insensate. I forgot about the stench thing, but I don't care. We'll just roll that over to next turn. That's its turn right there. Right, Ghoul 1. Do the same thing. It is going to try to attack Ilana. So 1d20 plus 3. Oh, actually, I'm stupid. Rusty. Jerry, you don't take damage because it moved. It only gets the one attack, so it missed completely. You can add that back to your health points. 15 is gonna hit. And she's like, ah! And it tears across, like she raises an arm, it tears across that black glove she's wearing. It's gonna be 3 points of damage, and she needs to make a fort save. Exactly her strong suit. Oof. She has unfortunately struck with ghoul fever and will do something at a different time.
He's got that ghoul fever.
That cool fever.
That ghoul fever, baby.
Getting down.
Okay. I will deal with that when the time comes. That is its turn. Ghoul number 2 is going to run up towards Kael. Try the same thing. Make a single attack with its bite. Don't think a 12 is going to hit you.
I got a buff from a friend.
Hell yeah. Actually, as it goes to like and bite into you, its teeth hit an almost like invisible at first, but rapidly glowing golden bubble, if you will. And it almost bounces off bodily. It's like, as it doesn't want to touch you. I forgot that the other factor of protection from evil is that evil creatures cannot, in fact, bodily touch you.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
And then ghoul number 3 is going to run up towards Kael and bite away.
Is it Thotamor?
Thotamor, yeah, sorry. Maybe 21.
That does hit me.
A lot.
Surprising. Okay, for 7 points of damage. Go ahead and make a fort save for me as well. Again, DC 13.
What's a fort save?
So there's 3 kinds of... Man is... He's a beast, yeah. So there's 3... There's 3 saves. There's fortitude, there's dex, reflex, and then there's will. So physical, reflex, and then mental, basically.
Okay.
So you have like tons of mental resilience as a Dirge bard. He's a paladin. He's got lots of resilience in general. Anyway, Kael, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
All right. You can do that. You should. That's a good call. Now we get to do the fun part of combat. This is the minutia, all the dumbass rules that there are. If you do something in a threatened square, it provokes an attack of opportunity, which probably a little bit familiar with. Basically, it just means the enemy gets a free swing at you.
Okay. Yep.
Doing so may interrupt the spellcast.
Okay.
So there's 2 things you can do. If you don't really plan on moving, you can always take a 5-foot step, and squares, I don't have the grid turned on because it didn't align with the table, but your character is 5 foot in width, like on the screen.
Okay.
So if you step that distance away from the ghoul in any direction, if you choose to do it, you effectively don't take attacks of opportunity. So the optimal play would be to take a 5-foot step any direction away from it you can, including up onto the table if you wanted. and then cast, and then that's pretty much your turn. Otherwise, you could cast, but you have to make a concentration check to not like whiff the spell.
Yeah. Got it.
And then you take
like
the
in
attack of
Baldur's
opportunity. Yeah, exactly, like in Baldur's Gate. So
Like in Baldur's Gate. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like I need to take I would like to take a step. Let's just go away. So we'll go like 3 o'clock towards the window.
you can click and drag yourself.
Oh, I can. Okay.
There's also a measure tool on the side that'll be really helpful when you start playing an art campaign, like measures.
Okay.
There's no squares on here, but all of us have like a limited amount we can move in between a turn. So you can like measure if you want to move 20 feet, how far 20 feet is away and which square it is. You know what I mean? Kind of
I
thing.
see. I just see it now. Okay, so if I want to do a line, is it from like the top of my character?
Oh, no. You gotta make sure you click the select tool first, the pointer, and then click your token and drag it.
Yeah, but I don't see like the distance.
Oh
It's
no,
just it's just
that's
one
separate.
square.
That's a
You'll
So like that's fine.
yeah. That's good. Here, let me let me make it easy for you. 1 sec.
So it's like set up in squares where you kind of like snap in. Oh, you put it on there.
Yeah, don't worry that you're not like exactly lined up. I'll move everybody so that we're.
So you kind of snap into a square.
Yeah.
That's
I
5
see.
feet.
Got it. Okay.
And then if you want to measure, there's the measuring tool on the left-hand side. It looks kind of like a
Yep.
ruler.
I saw that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that fine? Did he move? Did the
Yeah, I moved it so here you would be
Yeah, move
technically be
yourself
there.
right
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like aligned everybody to the grid, so.
Okay. Got it. Cool.
So you can cast Dancing Lights unimpeded, basically. And it allows you to basically. Let me see how the math works out on this. You can have up to 4 lights. Each one sheds 20 feet of light, and they can't be more than 10 feet apart. So you pretty much get to light up most of the room.
Yeah, I'll put most of them like, around. I'll put where are the doors at?
Yeah.
I'll put. There's only one door, right? Or there's 2 doors, right?
Yeah.
So I'll put one by the doorway, and then I'll put the other 3 around.
Well, they gotta be. They can only be like this far apart from each other. So
Okay.
if you just put them like here, we'll just say you're pretty much gonna light up like the majority of the room. That covers like 40 feet in every direction.
Sounds good then. I'll do that.
And then you just kind of leave them there. You don't have to like concentrate on it. But if you cast Dancing Lights again, the old lights go away. That's how that works. Cool. All right, Tomin.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire 2 shots at the guy right in front of me.
You can. I would say again, same thing though. You want to take the 5-foot step, so you can do that even on a full round action, which is what the double fire is. And because, like firing a ranged weapon, period, whether it's like a wand, a bow,
I
crossbow,
thought point blank shot gave it to me.
But it's just that's a damage and a to hit increase.
Gotcha.
I can see why that wouldn't be confusing. But yeah. So yeah, no attacks of opportunity if you step back. And now you can see his ass, so there's no mischance. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. How do you want to do it?
Yeah, so he took those swings at me, and I kind of like veer over a little bit, and I kind of like am like sideways shooting, and I just boom, and he falls back into this chair, like sitting down, like over the 2 railings of the chair, and he's kind of like slumped over on, like his legs are over one arm of the chair, and his head hits the other arm of the chair.
Very nice. I realized I didn't roll for Alana, and I'm an idiot, so let me...
And both shots are into both of his eyeballs.
Nasty. Dog water. Okay. You want to do anything else, or is that it?
already. So that was a free movement.
Oh no. Yeah. Sorry, that's a full round action, and you can 5-foot step for free as part of a full round action. So.
Okay, gotcha. You're
Cool.
good then.
Cool. All right, Sir Thotamor.
So I had just been hit right from this ghost that's right in front of me.
Mhm.
I am going to. I can still use my heavy mace with 2 hands, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use my heavy mace with 2 hands, with a power attack. And is Divine Grace always on?
Yeah, it's just a buff for your saves.
Okay.
It's a being a paladin thing.
I'm gonna hit this nerd.
Ooh. Yeah.
Is it
Dude.
12 hit?
You tell us.
I've heard stories of a wizard from Lepidstadt. He used a specific technique in killing his enemies called bisection. I'm gonna try and do the same with my mace. But I imagine when I hit him with my mace, I just smash him into the ground. I come over the top and come straight down in the middle of him. And he just like squishes almost like yeah.
Holy moly. Oh.
Just like a 2x2 cube now.
He looks like
crushed.
you know those little characters in Mario that have like the brown heads and like the little tiny feet and they just kind of like waddle around.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Like a Koopa.
Yeah. Koopa.
But dead.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. What does Ilana want to do? Do you want to move or anything, or?
I'll take a 5-foot step onto the table.
Very nice. That one is dead. Wait. Oh, did I accidentally?
One in front of Devin, jeez.
Okay. Sorry. Got my shit mixed up.
I'm about to correct you on that.
Yep. I deleted it on the initiative tracker and it got rid of the character.
Gotcha.
That was weird. I didn't think never mind. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Ilana will turn and look back at Sir Thotamor, and she'll, for flavor, reach out a hand and be like, "If you'd please," and take a 5-foot step onto the table as well. And then she will cast Burning Hands and fry the shit out of this thing. Oh my god, what's happening to Firefox right now? And it needs to make a reflex save. Which is +2. So nine points of damage, as it looks very bad and smells even worse, as it's like just bathing it in fire. And she starts gleefully cackling as she does so, like, yes! Yeah. And that's her turn. The one next to Kael is going to look momentarily stunned and then turn around and try to bite him. Just be like, oh wait, no. Sorry, he already tried to hit him. Protection from evil. He says, fuck that. He is going to jump up on the table and run towards Ilana, but in the process, pretty sure Kael gets an attack of opportunity, so go ahead and click with your rapier.
Okay.
And just
So,
click it on the sheet, on the main page. It's an attack on the bottom left.
okay.
And it'll roll for you, pretty much. Easy peasy.
Really?
Is it the base attack roll? Is that it, or?
No. Okay, keep going down.
Oh,
You'll
click
see-
the rapier.
yep,
Okay.
you'll see +1 rapier, so click that. That does hit, and it does in fact die. How do you want to kill it? It already took one bolt from Jared, or from Tomin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stab it right in the head with my rapier. Very unguard, like, you know, not nonchalant, like it's just very casual, you know.
It unceremoniously slides off the blade and face plants on a table on top of one of the sleeping commoners. And it is also dead.
Ramos isn't gonna like that he has a rapier.
Does he use a rapier?
It's close enough.
It's something you'll see.
Oh god.
It's close enough.
Rule number 2 would flip a coin, but I don't have one, so we're gonna do this the easy way. A quarter on my desk. Alright. 1d100. 51 and up, 49 and down, Jared.
51 and up.
Alright, he goes after Alana.
Can you blame him?
This bro just got burnt to death.
All right.
Don't blame him.
He is gonna go that way. That will provoke from Tomin. And he's gonna attempt to bite as well. It's 3.
I guess, so what does it do for me crossbow-wise, being this close?
It's not gonna like counter provoke or anything like that. Attack of opportunities can't like chain react like that.
I double attack him or just single?
Just single. Well, we could just use the top roll or whatever. For 11 points. It is dead AF. 1d6. 1. She takes 4 additional points of damage. Okay.
So he runs after her and gets in between us. I just shoot him in the back of the head, and she sees the bolt come out of his eye socket, and he just falls straight forward to the ground. Like, she couldn't see me before. He falls, and she can see me again.
Yeah.
And you're still standing there holding your bow, aiming at her?
Yeah.
Very nice. We are out of combat. You can see, like, where the long velvet gloves were before have completely, like, burnt away. And her forearms up to about midpoint on the elbow, from the tips of her fingers to there, are, like, they look like charcoal. Not from this. Like, they're ashy, they're broken, cracked, and brittle in certain spots. And they're just smoking, like, after she casts. And she's just kind of like hikes up her skirt a little bit and steps down off the table. She's like, well, it was rather unpleasant.
Unpleasant indeed.
Can
I jump over the table and run over. I say, are you okay?
You're coming to me, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. A little shaken. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice.
Just making sure that you're okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm fine. This is a very interesting occurrence. Let's try and figure out how to get out of here. It looks like there's 2 doors. 9 o'clock of us. Let's see if we can get out of here.
All right, and with that, I think we can call it there. Sure, we'll be able to pick this up sometime